or fail. Now, you know how this game works. We're going to put up a picture of somebody who's really relevant right now, and then our squad gets to pick whether it's fab or fail. We've got Nick Strelitz, our fashion editor-in-chief.
Oh, your fiance.
And my fiance, yes. I'm officially off the market, everybody, but not really. And then, of course, we've got editor-in-chief Kelly Fung from ELLE magazine. Yay! All right, guys, so we have now chosen, because it's Africa Day, we need to celebrate our own stars.
Yes.
And we're going to take a look at their big days.
Cool.
Okay, wonderful. Shall we start off with actress, model, and television personality, Minnie Dlamini? It's fab for me. It's a fail for you.
What are you doing?
I'm going.
Oh gosh,
fail.
I'm on the list.
Why are you picking fail?
This sort of traditional ceremony, I wasn't crazy. The train was about 85 feet long. You can't see it from the front.
Okay.
Well, that's just a lot of fabric. There's a lot of trees cut down for that.
Yeah,
I'm an environmentalist at heart, so.
But you loved the royal wedding.
I did, so that's a contradiction.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Okay, no worries. Next we have 5FM DJ and radio personality DJ Fix. Oh, yes.
Oh, I love
It's a
her.
fab.
Oh my god, me being such a
She's so modern. She's so modern.
But the sheer sleeve?
I don't mind it.
Really?
I really don't mind it. And look at that body.
No, body oddy. She's got a hot
Oh
body.
my goodness. Okay,
Sorry,
Nick, you're gonna have to fix yourself.
Sorry.
Doctor and former Miss World, Rolene Strauss.
Oh, I think that's classic.
Be yourself, be confident, you know. You're lying.
She could be in a bridal magazine.
But that's what I don't love. That's why I'm happy. I just have some
traditional.
personality.
It's a
Yeah,
traditional.
it's very plain.
Everyone
but
and their mom in this dress.
we've seen plain wedding dresses,
We
so we
have.
have to understand.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just her
But
personality.
she won't regret this ever.
Hey?
That's
She'll
true.
never regret this.
That's
This
true.
is the beautiful thing.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
How about this one? One of the most famous international DJs around. It's Black Coffee.
I'm gonna do this.
I love it.
No.
No.
Oh.
No, we're not talking. Are we talking about Mbali or are we talking about him?
Probably the wife, but you could also do the couple.
Yeah, you see, this is a situation for me.
Yeah.
There's a problem here. Okay.
Watch that hand, girl.
No. But like, either keep it closed.
Yeah.
But it's a bit messy.
Yes, I agree
Love
with the black
him.
coffee, absolutely. But I
But
think she looks
Mbali,
gorgeous.
yes.
Mbali,
Yeah, she
we
looks
love you,
good.
girl.
Okay,
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
South African rugby union player Sia Kolisi. You can't really see the dress so well.
Yeah.
No, not his dress, her dress, which is here.
Ah, Rachel. That's why you
Rachel.
must say
So
the
I don't know
wife's
Rachel
name.
like you know Rachel.
Oh my goodness.
I
So
love
what
the
do we say?
crutch. The crutch is the newest big fashion accessory.
It's a
Elle?
trend. Yeah.
Elle?
I
confirming.
confirm it.
Elle's confirming, so everyone get a crutch.
Everyone
How about
Crutch.
Rachel? Do we like Rachel's dress?
I don't know.
Okay, and
I
then
don't know.
finally, the throwback to 1958, Madiba and Winnie Mandela.
How can you hate on this?
Yes.
Day.
So beautiful.
Loving
She was a
it.
young blushing bride.
She was gorgeous.
Right?
Beautiful,
She looks
beautiful.
incredible.
Thank you so much, Style Squad.
Thank
you
you
guys
for
are amazing.
having us.
Kelly, we miss you.
miss
We
you.
really
I love
miss
being
you.
here.
Please
Man.
come back again next Friday, same
I'm
time,
gonna
same
try my
place. We'll
best.
do.
And I'll be here whether you like it or not.
Oh, it is fashion editor and of course Kelly Fung, and we'll do this again next week, same time, same place. It's a win, everybody.
Yes.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.